Carl, I guess we'll start with Stefan Moore, who was out there training today. Is that just him having a little run around with you guys? What's he training there?
Yeah, look, Steph has been back in Adelaide now for a few weeks, and he just contacted me to see if he could come out and have a little bit of a run to keep his fitness up. I think we did the same last year as well. Steph came out last year in the Christmas break, so yeah, it's always good to see him come back. He looks in good shape, so yeah, he's still waiting to see what if there's any developments for himself back in Japan.
Can we read anything more into it?
No, that's what it is. Same last year. Steph's always welcome back at the club, and he just asked if he could come out for a couple of training sessions this week just to keep his fitness up, because when you're training by yourself, sometimes it can get a bit tedious. So he's just asked if he could come out and do a little bit of football with the group. And
is part of you hoping that he might look at this time with the club and go, maybe I should stay after all?
No, look, Steph knows exactly what he's got here. The door's always open, and if that develops, then we'll be more than happy for it to happen. But he'll do what's best for Stefan.
Do you have to add to him, or does he know that, or do you still have that conversation?
Yeah, Steph knows. He knows. We've had a lot of conversations over the last year and a half, so he knows exactly where our feelings are, and we know where his is. And if anything develops, we'll just have to wait and see.
Would you love to add him to the squad in January?
Of course, Steph is a quality player. He's a great leader as well. So we've always said, when he left, that the door is always open, and when you've got that quality available of someone like Stefan, every club would want to take that.
At the moment, obviously, with the group that's currently there, 3 lost on the bounce. How do you make sure heads don't drop? Yeah,
look, we just got to keep focusing on what we're doing and have our belief. I thought last week we were very solid. We just needed to take a little bit more care when we got into that final third, because we got into good areas, but we just didn't make the most of those opportunities. Wanderers are a very good side defensively, very difficult side to beat, and we found that out last week, that if we weren't clinical enough or took enough care with the ball in that final third, that we weren't going to get our opportunities that we needed to score the goals. So this week, we've had a very good week on the track. We've had the extra session this week on the training track, so the boys are really sharp and looking forward to putting on a good performance on Friday night.
Is there anyone that drops out of the squad or drops out of the lineup from last week?
No, we're all we're very fortunate at the moment that we've got a fit and healthy squad. Josh Cavallo now is ready to be selected for the matchday squad as well. Harry van der Sarg is not too far away either, so he's started joining in full training as well. So these are good players to have coming back in, especially with the amount of games that we're going to have over this next 3-4 week period.
How big is that for Josh? It's been such a long time.
Yeah, look, he's done a lot of hard work to get back to where he is. It's the same as all the players that have gone through those long-term injuries. It's just not the physical battle that you have to fight, it's the mental battle as well. And Josh has done exceptionally well. And he's looked very good at training when he's been training with the group the last few weeks. So it won't be a matter of time before he joins into the matchday squad.
Were you happy with Harvey Lopez's contribution on the bench?
Yeah, of course. Harvey is a quality player. You don't play the amount of games that he has at the level that he has without being a quality player, and we've known that. And Harvey knows that when he just has to wait for an opportunity to come. Young Giuseppe has been doing exceptionally well at right back, and Ryan Kiddo has been playing left back. So at this stage, Harvey is available to play, and he saw that last week when he came off the bench, and he did quite well for us. So it's great to have that backup in those positions.
Is there just a bit of natural decline that comes when you start to get to your late 30s? Is Harvey going through that, or? Look,
Harvey knows exactly where he's at. He's 37 years of age now. He provides not just on match day what he can provide for the squad, it's what he provides every day to the squad, the leadership that he brings, the professionalism that he brings. And he's helping these young boys develop. He's helping Giuseppe Bovalino and teaching him what it needs to required to play at that next level. And Giuseppe so far this year has done exceptionally well, and Harvey is really helping him along with that.
For the Jets, Apostolos Stamatoslopoulos, or someone you're very familiar with, been flying for them this season. How do you stop him?
Yeah, look, AP, is a good kid. He's getting a little bit older now, and it's good to see him come back to the A-League and do well. I've always had a lot of time for AP. I worked with him when he was a young player, so it's good to see that he's scoring goals, and hopefully he fails to find the back of the net this week.
With a busy kind of period of fixtures coming up, how important is this game tomorrow night to get to buck the trend of losses and get back to winning ways and confidence for the
Yeah, look, every home game is very important in the A-League, and it's important that you perform well in front of your fans, and it's important that you get the 3 points. And we've the last couple of games at Hindmarsh we haven't got the result that we wanted, but the boys will have the belief that, because most teams that come to Hindmarsh don't like to play here, and we have to make it difficult for them. That comes back on us. We'll have to dictate the game tomorrow night, and that's something that we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to going out and playing our brand of football and playing well and scoring goals.
Bernardo, of course, had started the season very well, and he's coming out off the bench the last couple of weeks. Has struggled for minutes with Nesta not starting last week. What does he have to do to sort of get that role on?
Yeah, look, Bernardo, he's a young player that missed a lot of football last year. It's going to take time to get his level back to where it needs to be consistently, and it's something that we're working with. The quality that he has, and he just has to keep working. And when the opportunities come, he has to make sure that he's ready to take them.
Nesta dropping out of the side last week, have you seen anything from him this week that warrants him coming back in?
Yeah, look, I've always said, with Nesta, it's a long-term process for him, and we're trying to develop good habits that he needs to have success. And, he has to make sure that he's performing well at training, just not what he does on the pitch, it's what he does off the pitch as well. And we're still working with Nesta to make sure that we get him to the level that he needs to be at for when he's ready to make that next move.
Why is that so important to Carl? I mean, if you look at it, he's off to Bayern in a few months' time. You could get every last ounce of him if you wanted. Why is it so important to you with those younger players to make sure that you do right by them as well?
I think it's it's the right thing to do. I've always said that. I'll always look after the young players, do what's right for them, and at times, yes, it might hurt the team, but at the end of the day, we got to make sure the club, we're a development club, and we've got to make sure that we stick to that. There's no point, changing and not doing what you say you're going to do. And we've said that we're going to develop our young players and always put them first, and it's important that we do that.
We've been told by someone that apparently both he and Ben Halloran won't start this weekend due to disciplinary issues. Is there any truth to that?
There's no truth in that whatsoever. If there was anything like that in play, we would say that. But no, both of them have been training really well, and Ben's had a good start to the season. He's scored a lot of goals for us and made some assists. So I'm not sure where that has come from.